this is, other than that, I didn't necessarily call that the first time getting drunk, because I was also high, so I didn't really know what drunk felt like, because I didn't know if it, like, I was also high while smoking. I mean, that made no sense. I was also drunk while smoking weed, so I didn't know what it was. So the first time I ever really drank was, we had 1 liter of this chocolate vodka, and it tastes so good, dude. It was so easy to down. The alcohol percentage was 56% proof, so it was pretty good, you know, not 100, not fucking moonshine, but, you know, whatever. And this was with my friend, Justin, and my dad. So my dad has a lot of money, you could say. He's pretty wealthy and whatnot, but I'm not gonna talk about that, because I don't want to be like, oh yeah, I'm better than all you guys, because my dad's rich. You know, I'm not better than anyone else in this world. You know, I'm just a kid. You know, I can't brag about how my dad's rich and I'm all that, because my dad's rich, but yeah, it's not about that. Anyway, so I go over to my dad's house, and it was New Year's Eve, and my friend's mom had to work, and his dad was working too, so she's like, oh, you can just go to Brandon's for New Year's, so you don't have to be alone. So he comes over to so I go over to my dad's house for New Year's Eve, because my dad's a blast, and my dad's a complete blast, dude. He lets me have fun and live life, like, to the fullest. Anyway, so we had a liter, my dad had a liter of this chocolate shit. He had some really rare champagne, and he had Bombay. So we were drinking that, and a 5th of Bacardi. We were drinking Bombay, dude. Bombay is the shit. Go, Wiz Khalifa drinks a lot of Bombay. That's like all he drinks. So I got the, like, since I was watching videos, I was like, I want to know how Bombay tastes. Like, what does it taste like, dude? Ooh, oh, dude, it tastes so bad. Like, you need a hardcore chaser with that. Anyway, so I was at my dad's house, and we had a liter of that, Bombay, and 5th of Bacardi. I know I didn't smash all 3, you know. Me and my Justin's the same age as me. He's a little shorter than me, like the hair on me. It's probably because of my hair, but he's a little shorter than me, and he's 1 year younger than me. And I'm 13 now, and this was last year. So he was about 11 and a half, going on 12. And he always wanted to drink and see how I was drinking. And my dad's like, I don't know, since you're not my child, I don't know if you should let him drink. And he's like, oh, okay. And I was like, and I talked to my dad. I was like, come on, dude, it's New Year's Eve, and we're gonna be drinking. He's not. Imagine how it would feel leaving, like, you out, like, everybody's smoking a doobie, but you can't have one. You can't smoke any weed. I was like, Dad, take that. So my dad's like, all right, I'll let you drink. So we had chocolate vodka first, and it was a liter, so it was a pretty big bottle, and we just poured glass after glass of that. You know, we chilled out and just sat there drinking, talking, my dad telling stories about how he, in his young age, getting high and shit-faced and partying and whatnot. Anyway, so I'm with, so we're sitting around in his living room and watching TV and sitting there drinking and laughing and having a good time. And then, yeah, so I downed a bunch of glasses. I had like 3 or 4, and I had to take it easy. You know, I ate a piece of bread, and I got a little bit out of my system. You know, not a whole lot. Like, I was still drunk as shit, but I needed to slow down because I didn't want to get alcohol poisoning. My dad made me slow down because he didn't want me to get alcohol poisoning. Because I'm a little dude, so it doesn't take long at all to get alcohol poisoning. And I had Bombay. Bombay's shit, but it tastes like shit. So I added a chaser. I used Coke as chaser. Coke's like the could only handle about 6 shots of that. Ugh, it was bad. I had 6 shots of that, and I poured Coke and mixed it with Bombay and drank that. And then I waited a little bit, and then I did the same with Bacardi, but Bacardi was more easy to down. It was more, like, I didn't really have to have, and then I only had like 3 shots of Jack Daniels, which was pretty much nothing, but still 3 shots of Jack Daniels is 3 shots. Like, I didn't even need to chase it for Jack Daniels. It's Jack Daniels. It's not even that bad. But yeah, I had 3 shots of Jack Daniels, and then we moved on to Bacardi. Bacardi was the same. I only had like 7 shots, and like, yeah, 7 shots, and I was sitting there drunk as shit, and my dad had this box. I got high the same night, so I'll just tell you, I'll run that quick over and tell you what we did. And so I know how it was to feel drunk, like, you know, everything's like a blur, walls are like, your head's spinning, you're just, like that, you're falling over and you're laughing and shit, you're bumping into the dressers, you know, you're walking into your bedroom, and you're boom, hitting your arm on the door, and you're like, ah, fuck. And surprisingly, I thought I was gonna throw up that night. I did not throw up. It's weird. All the times I've drank, I have not thrown up yet. Don't know why, but I haven't. Anyway, so yeah, and my dad has this box. It's like this big, that big, you know. And you lift up the box. It's like a, but you have to type in a pin though. Like it's not like a electronic one. You have to. It's like how do you want to say it? In the box, there's numbers that you have to match up, and that thing, you got the thing open. It's not a padlock. It's like you type in the code, and then you lift it up. It makes a click sound, and you lift it up, and he has 5 joints rolled, his zigzags, and then this big pill jar, like 3/4 filled with weed, and then he had this tiny little packet called Purple Kush, and he's a medical marijuana user, and this was Purple Kush, and another one was Blue Dream, and they were in these little white baggies, and it had the labels on it, and it said medical use only, and so we had 2 pouches of that, and then he had his little one-hitter piece in there, and then he had a bong in his bedroom, but we didn't fuck with the bong. Anyway, so we smoked all the 5 joints, me and Justin did, and my dad, and we tried out his one-hitter, and we called him Transformer, because it came in like 4 pieces. You had the bowl, then you connected something with the bowl to make the pipe thing. That's why we call him Transformer, because you transformed him. So, and it was blue, so it was pretty sweet, one-hitter. But it wasn't exactly one-hitter, because we got more than 1 hit. I had 5 hits per bowl, I'd say. So yeah, we smoked a few bowls, and then we had a 1 joint of Blue Dream, another joint of Purple Kush, and we passed that around. So yeah, I mean, it was a pretty fun night, and we went outside, and we shot, and it's like 2 in the morning, and my dad turns on his lights outside, and he has these huge ass lights, and you turn them on, and they're bright as fuck. Anyway, we get cans, and my dad's pump shotgun, not a real gun, it's like a BB gun, and we're trying, and he has this huge target, and then he has like this huge cardboard box target thing, and then we have the cans set up, right? And then behind the cans are the huge cardboard boxes. See how far we missed off? Dude, we missed off by a fucking mile. Like, there's, like, you know when you, like, aim it down your sight, and, like, you know you have the shot, and then you shoot it, and it's, like, gone. Like, it's off the fucking board. pretty much shooting it and pumping it, you know, whatnot. So yeah, that was pretty fun. That was a really fun night actually, and dinner was amazing that night. We had fucking, what was it, we had chicken, it was my first time trying, what was it, sushi? Yeah, sushi. It was my first time trying sushi, and I hate sushi, dude. It's gross. So we had sushi for dinner, chicken for dinner, and what else? And lasagna. And that was good, and we had a cup of wine with that. Wine and dinner are the best time. It's the best thing ever. Like, I didn't drink wine to get drunk, you know. Drinking red wine is like, you know, it tastes good with like chicken and shit. You know, we just try to stay classy. Anyway, so we drink to that and we just fucking dozed off. Like, I don't even know how we fell asleep. It just kind of happened. We didn't like, alright, good night. Like, we were just sitting there talking, and 1 minute we're fucking out. So that's pretty much how it happened. That's the first time getting drunk. So yeah. Thank you. Subscribe, whatever, do whatever the fuck you want. I don't really give a shit.